Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Hello, Katie. Hello, Smam. How you doing? Hello, Bruin Mama. Hello, Brianna. Hello, Grove. Hello, Michaela. Hi, Bailey. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Shane. Okay, how are you doing? Hello, Elena. Hello, Carrie, baby. Luna. Vivid, hello. Hi, Shayla. Hello, Spooky Cat Mom. Hello, Mel. How's everyone doing? What's my necklace? Here, I'll let you read it. See if you can read it. I don't know. It might be backwards, but tell me if you can read it or not. It's backwards, but there we go. See that? Can you read it? It's in cursive. Hi, zombie. I know, we should go back to the psychic. It says mommy. There it is. Hello, Kimberly. How are you? Hello, Liz. Hello, Rhea. Orion. Hello, America. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Bunny, what's up? What time is it here? It is 12:42. Hello, tears. Don't understand the mommy thing? That's okay. It's not for everyone. But it is, in fact, for me. You like my nails? They're kind of like, I don't know if the color is translating, but they're like a dark, kind of like bluish purple. Hello, Claire from Scotland. Hello, Veronica. Share fan. The hair is fluffy today. Yeah, it was very windy on my way here. Thank you, Turtle. Hello, everybody. Sub chat. We're getting there. We're getting there. If anyone has questions, though, before things get too crazy, if anyone has a question that you're not subscribed, it's been burning in your pocket. Now's the time to ask. Hi, Savannah. Thank you. Lainey Wilson's also from Scotland. Cool. Hello, Owen. Hi, Maya. Thank you, Tia. Hi, everybody. You can see the change in my face. Thank you. I know. It's pretty crazy. I mean, the side profile in particular. But really, like as the swelling goes down, it's getting better and better. The mouth stitches are gone. They are gone. Hello, Snacks. How are you? Why am I always at the restaurant? I'm always at a restaurant because I like to eat. So here we are. Hello, Ave. What are we eating today? We're eating Burmese food today. Hello, Elvia. Thank you, Anna. Do I plan on having children? No. Did we see Autumn again? Yeah, and then she ended things. 48 hours in. Hello, Chantel. Hello, Ave. How's it going? Did I get my hair cut? I did a little bit, yes. Hi, Ave. How are you? Hi, Oswald. Have I had top surgery? No. No, this is all homegrown. Yeah, no, she ended it. It's okay. I actually just texted her right before I went live, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Did I get the meatballs turned into a tortellini? No, I didn't. Hello from Ireland. How's it going? Hello, Ellie. Hello, Mia. I look different. I got FFS. I literally love you. I don't care what anyone says. You're such an inspiration. Thank you, Ava. Yep, Autumn ended it. Autumn ended it. What are you going to do? Hi from Oakland. How's it going? Do I cook toast? Of course, Lainey. Yeah, I think, I'm okay. It's disappointing, but I really don't think there's hard feelings. The communication was there, and I get what they were saying. Like, they just moved to San Francisco. Things are crazy in their life. Maybe we'll be friends down the line. Maybe more. Whatever. But they're really sweet. I was happy to have met them, and it was like a really nice confidence boost. Even though it was like very short-lived. So I'm okay. I'm okay. Processing, but I'm okay. Do I use the women's bathroom? I do. What happened? Oh, even dumped is not the right word, because literally it was like I saw someone for the first time on Sunday, and then on this morning they said actually maybe not. So whatever you would call that. Maybe they were looking for one night of fun. I don't think so. I think they were just maybe trying something, and they were trying something and realized they weren't ready to extend like that yet. That was just the vibe I got. It's okay. I'm so happy to see you. I'm happy to see you too. Hello. I got never minded, kind of. Yeah. What's the tea? Yeah. Yeah. No more autumn. Will I be training my voice to sound more feminine? Well, first off, I think I have a feminine voice. If you mean like making my voice higher, maybe at some point, but I don't really. It's not on my radar. It's not something I'm like really. Oh my god, I need to do. I like my voice. So the surgery made my face softer. Thank you. Yeah, autumn is already out. I should just make an explainer video because I really don't feel like explaining it a million times. I know you hadn't heard, but basically, it was like a little 48-hour fling. Basically, was autumn trans. Autumn is non-binary. Although when we talked about it, you know, they said they had some baggage around identifying as trans, even though technically they are. They were AFAB for what it's worth. Signed female at birth. How long? This is a good question from Liv. Liv says, "How long have you been a girl?" So, fun fact, and I mean this totally seriously. I'm not trying to be like disparaging or anything. I've always been a girl. That's how being trans works. The core concept of what it means to be trans is that, consider this. Pretend you're an apple, okay? You're an apple. And you're an apple that comes into the world. You're born, right, like a baby. And the doctor puts an orange sticker on you, like a little fruit sticker, orange sticker. And you don't know any better then because you're literally just a little baby apple. But as you grow, you realize, oh no, I'm not an orange. I'm an apple. I've always been an apple. It's the same thing with being trans, right? Where like I was always an apple. I was always a girl. They just put the boy sticker on me. They put an orange sticker on me, and it's like, oh no, I'm not that. It took a second to realize. But so, how long have I been a girl? How long have I been an apple? Always. Yeah. When did I realize it? 2020. And I was 27 years old. What you mean is you're not attracted to cis men. I am not attracted to cis men, correct. How was my therapy session? Actually really good. Even though it was more of an intake, the only thing that was unfortunate about it is it was the first time I've ever seen this therapist, and they said, by the way, I'm not going to be your therapist for long. And I was like, okay. Because they're like not going to be with that company for that much longer, but whatever. It's fine. They were nice. They're also queer, and I believe trans, so that was nice. What are we eating today? We are eating Burmese food. Why do I have fruit in my drink? It's a honey ginger tisane, which is basically just like hot water, honey, and ginger. It's very good. It's very nice. What happened to my old therapist? Nothing. I still have that old therapist. Please don't assume people are trans. No. They're trans. Like I read it in their bio. They're trans. When I said believe they're trans, I was like remembering their bio. It's a queer mental health network. So, as I was saying, yeah, honey ginger tisane, very nice. Thank you for explaining. That was very easy to understand. Thank you, Liv, for saying that. I appreciate it. I like that metaphor. It's like it is pretty easy to understand. I should use it more. Your cousin came out as trans, and I'm trying to find her community in SF. That's cool. I'm assuming she lives in SF. I mean, there's plenty. And I mean, you can just basically ask your cousin what her interests are and go from there. And there's going to be like a community of trans people around that interest, luckily. Do I have mods? I do have mods, but I don't have that many mods. And there's only so much, even with a full slate of mods, I think you can have 30. It's still pretty tough to get everything. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Yep, tattoos, just this. It's kind of like the heart emojis, but with a trans flag and a lesbian flag. My natural hair color is brown, so this is dyed, but it's too different. I know Miles likes. I had a dream. You had a dream with me in it. That's fun. Oh, thank you, Daniela. That's very sweet of you. Let's throw some gas tank emojis. We'll get there, Sarah. We'll get there. Yeah, ask your questions. And mods, can a mod volunteer? Maybe user52 can pin some good questions, so I don't miss anything. Thank you, Hannah's very sweet. Yes, we love my mods. My mods are the best. I've not seen Pose, but it's constantly recommended to me, so maybe someday. I have dyed my hair, yes. What does my necklace say? It says mine. Someone asked a really good question. I did dye my hair, yes. Do you feel bothered by the hate from within the trans community or from those outside it? Yes, to both. Blowout. There's a good question. How old am I? I'm 32. Oh, here it is. Do I still see my old therapist? Yeah, here and there. The problem is with my old therapist is that he's not covered under my insurance. So, uh, but they're great. And every once in a while, especially in like emergency situations, I'll see them, and it's very nice. But I'd like to have a more consistent, less expensive therapist to see. Do you go to therapy weekly? What days do you go? Is it in person? Good questions, Cozy. I haven't been going to therapy weekly. It's been more like every month or two, mostly for the cost, because it's like $100-something every time I go, which, for mental health is important, but I'm also not made of money. If I was, I would be going weekly. But yeah, so how often do I go? Is it in person? No. I would do in-person therapy, but I've been doing virtual therapy for 10 years, so I'm pretty comfortable with it. What am I working as now? Full-time content creator. Stay out the girls' bathroom. Why? Can you recommend any websites for young trans people? Specifically for, I need more. Go on, Belle. Like what for what? Like I really don't know. Like information or community. I really don't have anything good because I never had the experience of being out in my teens. So I'm kind of unfamiliar with the resources. But if anyone wants to drop something in the chat, let me know. You thought I was 20? Thank you. I'm 32. How do I find a good therapist? I got lucky with my current, my tenured 10-year therapist. They're great. And I don't know. I think he was the second person I went to. I went to one. So this was in 2014. I went to one stuffy old guy, and he did the intake, and it was like, yeah. And then I went to my what would be 10 years of therapists, and they were great. It was like, oh my god, we immediately clicked. And they were my virtual therapist for like 9 of those 10 years, because there was only 1 year I was in the same places as them. But at the end of the day, I think it's maybe time for me to find a queer therapist, because as great as my current therapist is, they're not queer. And maybe also be nice to have a less expensive therapist. So, yeah. We'll get to sub only. What surgery plans do I have? So I just had FFS, which is my face, still healing, and I'll get bottom surgery eventually. We're working towards it. What was your therapist profession? Therapist. Hi, Leslie. Good morning, Carissa. Will you get pasta or sushi? Sure. Have I been to the UK? Plenty of times. I know trans. Well, it depends on what someone asked. Like, what websites for young trans kids? And honestly, I just need more information. Like, to do what? Young trans kids have a lot of needs. Not quite yet. Lily, I love your content. Thank you, Robin. Do I have any travel plans? Actually, yes. I'm going to visit some family quite soon. Question: why'd you stop selling it FHS? It's still FHS, facial harmonization surgery. That's the new medical term, but I just started calling it FFS because that's still the commonly accepted term. And I was calling it FHS more when I was more in contact with my surgeon leading up to the surgery, and then a lot of time passed, and I just fell on my laurels of calling it FFS. But that's all good. Do you think your hair is so beautiful? Thank you. When did I start social media? December of 2022. Have I gotten misgendered less since my new face? I don't get misgendered as much as you think, really. How do I deal with the hate from within the trans community? The same way I deal with the hate from outside, which is mostly try to ignore it. Have I ever been to the Netherlands? I have. I've been to Amsterdam. I haven't really done much else, at least in my adult life, that I remember. What are my thoughts on starting a podcast? I had a podcast for a while. It just didn't get as much engagement as it needed to be worth it. Hello, Jillian. Do I have a daughter? No. I'm kid-free, baby. Am I wearing contacts? Yes. I'm still not quite ready to wear glasses comfortably. All right, I think... Get a better... I think we're probably good. A question from Leslie. What eyeliner color? I think it's brown. Do I ever miss being male? Well, first off, I never was. Let's be clear. That's the definition of being trans, right? Is that you got mislabeled. It's not like I ever was a boy or a man. I just didn't realize that I was a woman, right? Do I ever miss my life pre-transition? 0.00%. Absolutely not. Not for 1 millisecond. Have I ever gone to Marin County? I don't think so. How am I today? All right. Have I eaten yet? Nope. I'm just keeping the floodgates open for a little bit, and we'll get into the sub only quite soon. What do you mean mislabel? It's like if you're an apple, but you get labeled as an orange, right? Doesn't mean you're an orange. It just means you got labeled as an orange. Understand? Doesn't mean you're an orange. Just like I got labeled as a boy, it doesn't mean I'm a boy. It just means I was labeled that way. Sometimes the label's correct, but sometimes it's not. And in my case, and in all trans people's cases, the label was incorrect. That's what it means to be trans, is that the label you're given is incorrect. Here's an interesting one from ST Taylor. If you shouldn't be assigned a gender at birth, what do your siblings call you when you're born? Well, this is kind of like blue sky situation, because I doubt that there will ever be a big enough change in the world for that to happen. But if we were to, say, give our kids gender-neutral names to start, that's a good way to do it. And then as the kid grows, they can, select a name that, if they want, that better fits them. Oh no, Inked Mama. All right, I think we're probably good here. If you'd like to subscribe, it is $2, I believe, $2.69 for the first month. You can ask me as many questions as you want. I promise I will answer all of them. I promise. Also, at 800 subscribers, we're going to Taco Bell to do a Taco Bell exclusive subscriber stream. So for those of you who really have that burning question, feel free. Backwood says, I'm on day 90 of sobriety. That's incredible. Good for you, Backwoods. Let's give some love to Backwoods in the chat. 90 days of sobriety is a lot. Good for you. Hello, MZ. How are you doing? I know that was intense, right? I know. That's not easy. Sobriety is like a thing you got to work on every single day. Yeah, Taco Bell. I said it. Do I worry about missing my pee? No, not at all. I don't like it. Why don't I game on streams anymore? Interesting. I've been considering maybe doing some gaming streams, but if I'm being honest, I never really did them. Maybe like once or twice. I don't really have a history of streaming my video games. Thank you, Inked Mama, for subscribing. I don't. But I kind of want to, especially because this platform is not great. We also have someone who just subscribed. Thank you, Annika, for subscribing. Hello. Cheers to you, Annika. Opa. What do I believe spiritually? Asks PMax. Nope, haven't ordered, haven't even read the menu yet. I don't really have much spirituality to me. There's not much of it. I was raised Jewish, but it is what it is. Do I plan having children in the future? Nope. I was raised Jewish, but the idea of God has never felt relevant to me. I hold nothing against people who believe in God or subscribe to a particular religion at all. I think that it's wonderful if you have faith, as long as that faith isn't used as a justification to hate people. But it's often not. It is often used, but it also just as often not used. So, yeah, for me, God is like kind of. I say it every time someone asks this question. God is kind of like ghosts for me, where I don't not believe in ghosts, but I also don't think about ghosts. If they exist, great. If they don't exist, great. It's not really relevant to me. I feel the same about God. Kaylee says, Lily, how would you respond to someone who says being trans is a mental issue? My friend is stuck. What I would do, Kaylee, is ask them. So obviously, it's not, right? Like, sure, gender dysphoria is a clinical thing, right? Like, you're experiencing discomfort. But that doesn't mean that being trans is a mental issue. Or being trans is an illness, right? That's kind of what they're getting at. I would ask them one thing that when people like try to try to medicalize it, and by that I mean, they try to say like, oh, it's an illness, in the same way they said that being gay was an illness in the past, right? Uh, Probe. Okay, say, what do you mean by that? Thank you, Emmy and Allie, for subscribing. Cheers to you, Emmy. Cheers to you, Allie. Welcome. We're only 40 away from a Taco Bell stream. Love it. Yeah, probe, right? Say like, what do you mean mental illness? And they say, well, because soon they're going to run out of ammunition. And be like, well, it's sickness, right? Like, well, what do you mean by sickness? And you'll eventually, as you keep probing, what you'll learn is that they probably don't even know what it means to be trans, right? You can be like, well, if you mean illness, like, what does that mean? Like, can you give me a working definition of what your understanding is of being trans? Like, and they'll have no idea. Just keep probing, and afterwards, once you kind of maybe hopefully have them a little flustered and realize they don't know what they're talking about, maybe come in with like a, look, the data shows that people who transition are happier, right? Like, what's wrong with that? Even if you don't understand it, why deny someone their happiness, right? Maybe appeal to their empathy. That's what I would do. If you think they can be convinced, because not everyone can. Hi, Bree. Nope, haven't eaten yet. Okay. Sorry, I'm confused. You're not gay, though, because you're interested in women. Am I wrong? Good question, Tammy. So a woman, and putting transness aside for now, a woman who is interested in other women is called, well, exclusively interested in other women is called a lesbian, right? A woman who loves women, WLW, it's a lesbian. Or you could say sapphic, it's another way to say it, right? A man who loves other men exclusively is a gay man, right? So the same thing applies for trans people, right? It doesn't matter if it's a trans woman or a cis woman. A woman who loves other women exclusively is still a lesbian, right? And a trans man who loves other men is gay. Does that make sense? I am a lesbian. I'm exclusively interested in women. I'm not interested in men. Now, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty, I technically am interested in non-binary, feminine presenting people, which, don't worry, if that's confusing, just don't worry about it, because the important point is, like, yes, I'm a woman who is interested exclusively-ish in other women, which makes me a lesbian. So much so that I have a lesbian flag tattooed on my wrist. Does that help? Would you have it off? It's so British. Have it off with someone identifying as a woman who still has, have and will to. I have done that many times. So I don't care what parts are present. I care what your gender is, right? Because gender and body parts are unrelated. What your body parts are do not influence what your gender is, right? Like, many men have V's, many women have P's. The majority of men have P's and the majority of women have V's, but there are plenty that don't. We are sub. See, that's the thing, Inks Mama. I appreciate what you're saying, but that's not true. Like, of course I care about people's hearts, but I'm not pan. Because pan means that you only care about what's on the inside, right? That you're just interested in, like, their soul or something, which is cool for people who are, but there are plenty of people I'm not attracted to because of their gender presentation, right? Not interested in masculine presenting people at all. Even masculine presenting women, I'm usually not that interested, right? Like, if someone is feminine in their presentation, great. Then I might be interested. But if they're not, there's really not much of a chance there. Does that make sense? Hello, Brooklyn. Would I explain Z pronouns? Sure, I can give it a shot. So, thank you, Hosier, for subscribing. Opa. Is there like a leak in this cup? I can't tell. It's like really. Anyways, okay. Z and Zer pronouns. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is something that we use to refer to a person, right? You can say Lily went to the store. That's my name. You can say she went to the store. That's one of my pronouns, right? You can say Bob is over there or he is over there. Why do we use pronouns? So that we don't have to say Bob a million times. He's over there. She's over there. Instead of Lily's over there, Lily's going to the store. It gets a little bit laborious, right? So what's the deal with these like pronouns you don't see very often? It's just instead of she, some people like Z because it feels better. That's all it is. Does that make sense? Like if someone tells you like I have Z's or pronouns, you can just ask them like, cool, can you like help me with that, right? Like just like give me a sentence to make so I know that I'm using it right. If that makes sense. Who's she, the cat's mother? I've never heard that. Never heard that saying. Okay, does that help? I hope that helps. I think we should read the menu. So any parts are fine as long as they present themselves feminine and like are feminine identifying. Yeah, more or less, Lena. More or less, yeah. Oh, okay, so it's not usually male or female themselves. Preference by person. Sure, yeah. About pronouns, yeah. Anyone can take any pronouns they want. There's no like rule that men have to be he, him. Most are, but there's no rule. My mom says it to me if I refer to her as she. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know that saying. I don't know. It sounds like you're making a joke that I do not understand. Okay, let's read this menu. Okay, so we're at a Burmese restaurant. This is a wonderful little restaurant that had. And if you don't know what Burmese is, it is. It's kind of it's the closest to Indian food, with like a little bit of Thai food as well. It's kind of like somewhere between Indian food and Thai food. Not enough time in Blighty. You're speaking a different language to me, Leslie. I'm sorry. Hello, Samantha G. Is pan strictly about their soul, where you can be attracted to all genders? I think the idea of being pan is that I don't know if the soul really comes into it. I've heard that before, but it's more that gender is irrelevant. That like gender doesn't factor into if you're attracted to someone or not. Thank you, Bree. Hello. You confused. I mean, look, the difference between pan and bi, which are increasingly bleeding into each other and how people identify. Bi means you're attracted to two or more genders. Pan means you're attracted to people regardless of their gender, which often for some people can mean the same thing. Thank you, Bree. How's my recovery going? Thank you, S. That's very sweet. Hello, Siren. Thank you. I'm doing okay, Kimberly. How are you? I just think everyone is beautiful. Then yeah, you might be pan. People's parts is such a silly question when it comes to attraction. I agree. Hi, Liz. April says I'm bi and proud of it. Heck yeah, it's good for you, girl. Good for you. I say girl, but I shouldn't assume. Good for you. Do you mind me saying I really... Oh, I do mind, Leslie, quite a bit. Good rule of thumb is to not when you talk about someone's pre-transition appearance, know that there's a reason that we transition, right? Is because the world forcing us to, or maybe assuming that we should be a certain way, causes a lot of pain. And even if I was traditionally attractive back then, I'm still attractive now. And when you say things like, 5 more minutes, thank you. When you say things like, "Ooh, you used to look cute," right? Like if I said something to you, Leslie, like, "Wow, you really used to look cute," you know, been saying I'm pan for a while, and then I hear the whole hearts thing. Do you agree with people identifying as seasons? I've literally never heard of someone identifying as a season, and if they do, okay, whatever. I yeah. Well, wait, hold on. Let's scroll up. Did you miss lunch? Not at all, Kaylee. What would you be classed as? I have done things with other girls, but I could never see myself in a relationship with a girl. It depends. I don't know. You can have preferences for men over women. Why can you not see yourself in a relationship with a girl, though? That's the question. I don't know what you mean, Temple. Thank you, Nola Void. It was a big thing I saw in the news. I've never heard of that, and that certainly is not something that I would say like falls under the trans umbrella. There are certain things that people can be, right? People can be men. People can be women. People can't be animals. People can't be seasons, right? Like, I think certain people are trying to kind of like fit themselves into the trans or queer umbrella that you're not. I appreciate it, Leslie, but just know that when you say that I used to look cute, it doesn't sound very. It does. It's not like a kind thing to say to someone, especially a trans person. My husband respects me, and he understands that every now and then I crave the attention of a female, and that's totally great. Bi-curious, yeah, possibly, Karen. My hair is giving extra volume. Thank you. I know you didn't mean it that way, but I'm gonna tell you if you ever say something that like is offensive. Do we need to bat? Who, Elvia? Oh, who? No, you're good. No need to do that. Hi, Lily. The last 2 days at my work, boss and I baked 1,600 cookies. That's a lot of cookies. Thank you, just another face. My friend of mine runs a Girl Scouts of America club, and I wasn't sure if Therian's. No. And ask why non-binary people fall under the trans category. Sure. So the whole thing with being trans is that you're mislabeled at birth, right? So if you're an apple, I said this earlier, but I'll say it again. Like, if you're an apple and you get labeled as an orange, that doesn't make you an orange. It just means you got mislabeled, right? I've always been an apple. I've always been a girl, but I was mislabeled as an orange or a boy, right? I realized eventually that the label is wrong. It took me a second. It takes some people less time, some people more time. The same thing is true for non-binary people, right? Where just because I was mislabeled as an apple and I'm actually an orange doesn't mean the same thing can't happen to someone who's like a pineapple, right? Or any fruit. There's so much diversity in terms of what gender you can be, right? It's not just man and woman. You can be classified as a boy, but actually be not a boy or a girl. It's the same core concept of transness, just instead of going from one end of the spectrum to the other, you're going from one end of the spectrum to the middle or somewhere else. How do you feel about non-binary people that don't identify as trans? Those people don't understand what it means to be trans and are either doing it for attention or via a misunderstanding of the word non-binary. Dressing a certain way doesn't make you trans. Just because you dress androgynously doesn't make you non-binary. There's a specific definition. It's not. I mean, it's not like the end of the world. It's not like, oh my god, I'm mortally offended. But so the people that ID as animals falls under the mental health. I don't know. All I know is they're not trans people. As long as they're not hurting anyone, I don't care. And I doubt that they are. So, but it's not the same thing. Thank you, Mart. Would you say that non-binary people shouldn't speak for trans people? No, they are trans, so they can speak for trans people because they are. My nephew knew at 13, now he's 19. Great. GSA stands for gender. Oh, I did not know that. I thought Girl Scouts of America. Thank you, Mark. Did we order? We have not ordered yet. Menu time. Thank you, April. Okay. Once again, this is Burmese food. Of course, Tony. Glad I can answer your question. So, there we go. There is a tea leaf salad, which, as much as I would love to eat, it has tea leaves, which are caffeinated. Enough caffeine that I would feel it. There is fiery braised tofu with wok tossed mixed vegetables. Thank you, Leslie. There's eggplant and garlic sauce. There's a garden green. Wait, these are entrees. These are entrees. Let's read the appetizers first. Burmese is kind of like Indian crossed with Thai food. Me and the hubs were just talking about if we win the lottery. If we win, I want to have lunch with you. I would love to. Correct, Lena. Correct. That's something else entirely that I'm not trying to. No, absolutely not. Okay, let me read the appetizers first, actually. The tea leaf salad. Roti platha. My friend that's non-binary doesn't like being called trans because they don't transition to another. That's incorrect. Your friend clearly doesn't know what it means to be trans because they fully fall under the trans umbrella. So either it's not understanding what it means to be trans, or I mean that's all it is. They just don't. They haven't done their research. Maybe they think it's more of like an aesthetic, which is fine, but like there's way worse things in the world going on than people misidentifying as non-binary. But all non-binary people are trans, period. Period. Done. Therians are people that identify as animals. It's not the same thing. Not even close. A human cannot be an animal because there's not a single human that is an animal, right? Period. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of women. There's plenty of men. Plenty of non-binary people. You can't identify as a basketball because humans aren't basketballs. They're humans, right? You can't identify as a horse because humans are not horses. Humans are humans. But a human, can identify as a woman or a man or a non-binary person because that's under the umbrella of what humans can be. Does that make sense? Hi, Kenzie. Hello. And I have nothing against people who want to act like animals. I have nothing against furries, but they are not. It's not the same thing. Not even close. Okay. Appetizers. Tea leaf salad we can't do. Roti platha is handmade, buttery, multi-layered flatbread. And we can get a coconut curry dip, or we can get curry butter with trout roe. And those like little fish eggs. Thank you, Jill, for subscribing. Oh, bye. Absolutely, Liz. I've seen that too. And let me be clear, I have nothing against it. In fact, I have people who I've been friends with who have done that kind of thing. Good for you. It's not the same thing as being trans. It's just not. Okay. Samosas, which are 2 pieces of curried peas and potato with it's an Indian pastry. It's like it's kind of like a deep fried Indian hot pocket with pickles. Do you think Therians need the same open monologue and bathroom accommodations as transgender people? Absolutely not. Calamari. I don't like calamari. I don't like when they're on all fours. Look, I have nothing against it, but it's not the same thing. Like in 10 years, it will be more normalized. I doubt it. What's your definition of non-binary? Non-binary people. Oh, there's a couple gifts I missed. I really hope that person is still here. There's like 2 or 3 people. Let me just get this out, and then I want to read gifts. Definition of non-binary. Non-binary people are people who are neither men nor women. There are, on the gender binary, there's 2 genders. And then there's also a bajillion others. But binary people are either men or women. Okay, if you're neither of those, then you're non-binary. When you're born, you're assigned either male or female, right? So if you're assigned male, like I was, and you transition to female, right? That's a binary transition. You're going from one to the other on the gender binary. But if you transition, say, from male to something else that isn't female, right? That is a non-binary person. So you're still transitioning. It's just in a slightly different direction. It's like saying that non-binary people aren't trans is like saying you got in a car and drove somewhere, but you didn't go anywhere. Like, yeah, you're still going from one point to another. It just might not be a destination that you go to all the time. Maybe it's like a different destination. You're still transitioning. And that is the definition of what it means to be non-binary. So if you aren't down with that definition, right? If you say, oh no, I'm actually not transitioning at all, right? Then you're not non-binary. You can wear androgynous clothes, but if you don't feel some level of gender dysphoria, it doesn't have to be about your body at all. It can be about a multitude of different things. But all trans people feel gender dysphoria to a certain extent and hopefully have the opportunity to transition on or off the binary. Therians is a species identity. I don't know anything about Therians. All I know is that they are not trans people. It's like you're asking me something I'm not an expert in. All I know is that that's not us. Thank you for those things. All right, sorry. I know menu, and I still have to read these. Get to read these gifts in just a second. Trying to understand. You're more confused. Are you? Okay. What are you confused about? Oh, thank God this was from Liz. Whew. I was about to say Liz sent a gift. Okay, it was only 13 minutes ago. Speaking of my transition from wife to mother, sure. But aren't they technically transition? No, because humans cannot be animals. Humans cannot be animals. There is not a single human who is a dog. Because by definition, humans are humans. Thank you, Liz. There's not a single human that is a horse. Because humans are humans. There are lots of humans that are women, lots of humans who are men, lots of humans who are neither. When you go outside the species, you get into a territory that is completely separate from the transgender experience. And that's that. Thank you, Mart. Desmond, I have no idea who that is. Pretty much Katie. Yeah, I'm telling you. If you want more info, I'm sure there are places you can find it. I have no more info for you. We got a really sweet gift, y'all. Let's transition topics here. Throw some gas tank emojis out for our friend Liz. Lean says, I'm non-binary, but one address. Are you? Hi. Oh, 5 more minutes. Thank you. We love Liz. Liz, the GOAT, greatest of all time. Sent $20. Thank you. Not just the gas tanks, but also Liz has an emoji. Her face is there. Liz says, this is 'cause I love you. And then there's more, which I won't read. Oh my. Gotcha. Okay. So I will, without giving away anything, I will absolutely explain the thing. Thank you, Aiden, for subscribing. Cheers. We love Liz. Liz is incredible. She is someone who's been here for forever, been through thick and thin. Liz asked me to explain my hormones as a part of her question and gift. So I take estrogen once a week. Let me be clear. Thank you, Lena. It's super easy. Even though I inject it, it's really very easy. I did it last night. It took me like 3.5 minutes. It's something that I'll be on for the rest of my life, and that is so totally fine. It's not. It doesn't feel like a burden. It's like a little ritual once a week. That's like, oh yeah, it's Monday night, or whatever night it is that I'm doing it. I think and I'm not sure like how many ways there are, but there's also pill form. There's a patch. But let me just say that like hormones are super easy, and I honestly I don't even think about it anymore. the beginning I thought about it, but like, did you have a hard time giving yourself a vaccine? What vaccine? I can talk about it. Are you sure? Okay. Liz, in their gift to me, which was really sweet, said that they're having their uterus removed, which is testosterone in the negatives. Heck yeah, Aiden. They're having their uterus removed, which is a really major surgery. And I know this was kind of like a surprise, not something that Liz like has opted for. Apropos, it's not something they're like been working towards. It sounds like something that just kind of popped up, like she needs it removed, and asked me to talk. And that they're a little scared and they want to explain hormones because they'll need to be on it for the rest of their life. I really think of all the things to be worried about, don't be worried about that. You're going to be okay. Like, hormones are, once you get in the swing of it, and I don't know what version they'll put you on, be it, injection or whatever, but like it's so easy. And so when is it? I think my comment's been, I'm sorry, Savannah. I haven't been able to see every comment because we've been kind of talking about a lot of things, but anyways, let us know when it is, and thank you for the gift, and keep me posted, please. But yeah, hormones, easy peasy, easy street. And honestly, especially if it's an injection, because that's probably the hardest one to start, we'll FaceTime first couple times. We'll help you. I'll help you. Me and you. Okay. Samosas are calamari. Got it. 9 days. Okay. Got it. 9 days. Cool. Well, let's wish Liz good luck. Sure, it's going to be fine. We also got a really, really sweet gift from an anonymous person. Once again, thank you, Anonymous. They sent $15 and simply put in the subject line 3 pink heart emojis, much like my tattoo. And I know Anonymous knows that they're referencing my tattoo because it's basically inspired by it. Interesting, Aiden. Well, I'm glad that you have someone who is. It sounds like you're saying that. Can I ask, Aiden? And no one needs to mute Aiden. Are you saying that in like a combative way? We can unmute Aiden if you want, Casey. I'm actually very curious to learn. Genuine. I thought blank couldn't change, but gender. Well, okay. Let's get to that in like a minute. Okay. I want to read these gifts first. Thank you, Anonymous, and thank you, Danielle, for subscribing. Opa. I appreciate it. I love doing this. Y'all keep it going. Y'all keep the food on the table and the lights on. So know that I love you and I appreciate you. And you're incredible. This person has had a rough, I think, week or two probably, because they haven't been in the chat so much, or I haven't heard from them as much. And then earlier I learned that something tough had happened. So let's also give some love to this anonymous person. They deserve it. I haven't ordered yet, Callie. Also, okay, this didn't come with a message, but this is from someone, funny enough, named April. Thank you, April. It's very sweet of you. No message? I think, right? Let me just triple check. No? That's sweet. Thank you very much, friend. Thank you for keeping the lights on. Please, anytime someone gifts, throw out the gas tank emojis, because those gas tank emojis that let that person know that not only am I thankful, but everyone's thankful. Because even you thought you added a message, no, it didn't show up. But if you want, you can put it here, April, and I'll read it out loud. It looks different today. I was riding out and about, and my hair got very poofy. So, anyways, thank you, April. And let me know if there was something. I generally do love when we talk about this kind of stuff on stream. I'm glad. And look, I love talking about it too, even if it can be a little bit heated sometimes. Did we get Aiden unmuted, by the way? I'd like to ask really quick. Haven't chosen the appetizer, but we will. Anyways, thank you very much, Aiden. Okay. There's someone who sent $1 asking to be unmuted. You'll be unmuted next stream. It's really hard to unmute people, but it's only temporary. So thank you. Okay. Let's do this. It just said, a gift for a very beautiful person, and then I'm glad to watch you almost daily. Thank you, April. You're very sweet. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the gift. Keeping the lights on. Okay, so they also have, so we have roti plata, which is the bread, samosas, which are the fried dough pockets. I asked, and they normally only do these at dinner, but we can do chicken satay, which is an appetizer we've not had here. These like chicken skewers with this peanut sauce, which I'm kind of really excited about. So maybe we should do that. Okay, Liz. Yeah, and it's no worries if not. All good. It depends. Annika, you should be able to add a message. Do you ever feel overwhelmed when having some of the decisions? Which decisions? Um, Ginger salad, we've had it before. They have like a spring roll. It's okay. The seared dayboat scallops are fantastic, but they're $25. So a little bit. Well, thank you for the gift, Annika. Yeah, thank you. Did it come through? Was it like a gift on the screen? Aiden is unmuted. Oh, okay. Are you still there, Aiden? Daybo scouts, well, those are expensive. It was TikTok. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, the TikTok gifts. What was the question again? You mentioned something like that someone was Lord, and sometimes people will say that. It was kind of like out of nowhere. So I guess I wanted to know if that was like a combative thing, because we were just talking about random stuff, and you came in with like Jesus is Lord. So I just wanted to know for the future if you're someone who like subscribed just to be combative or rude, or if you really wanted to like talk about that. That's why I had you unmuted, because I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay. And then they also have hen of the wood mushrooms, which has tea leaves in it. Okay. I kind of want the chicken satay because it's the only appetizer here that I can have that I haven't had. I still think we could get the roti flatbread, which coconut curry. I think the chicken skewers. Gotcha. Okay, because you kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, I would love to have you as a part of the conversation because we have nothing against people of faith here, but, you know, time and place, right? Time and place, and this is not the place. I don't want to mute you and have it be bad vibes, but also a lot of times people will comment that on my stuff, and it's really their way of saying like repent, which is not cool. Okay. So we're going to do the chicken skewers. Nope, you're not muted. And Savannah, can you repost what you had said before, just so I can see it again? It was a while ago, but I want to answer your question. Oh, Annika. So if you want to send a message, you have to go into the link in my bio and send something there. Because TikTok gifts, there's no way to send messages. Okay. There's also a rice noodle soup with local seared cod, which every time we're here, I always like flirt with the idea of it, but it's a very fishy soup, and I'm really not into fishy flavor. And that's where we land every single time. There's also a short rib, like kind of like a stew, and I've had it before, but it's okay. There's a whole branzino. Wait. Oh, wait. No. Okay. There's garlic noodles, so kind of like a lo mein. Okay. So genuine. I thought blank couldn't change. Hold on. And that only gender could. So I see where you're coming from here. It sounds like you understand that your body parts do not equal your gender. We're on the same page about that, it sounds like, right? Which is good. That's a big step. Some people really struggle with that your body parts don't determine your gender. So what does determine your gender, right? Well, a lot of things. You could call it fate. You could call it brain chemistry, whatever. But for the most part, with the exception of gender fluid people, who we will put aside for now, when you are born, 99.99% of people, the gender is what it is going to be, right? Your gender is set. You don't get to decide. So for me, that was being a girl, right? Now, I was mislabeled at birth, right? I was expected to be a boy, but I simply wasn't, right? So my gender never changed. Does that make sense? Because again, body parts don't determine gender. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Did I answer your question? Not a soup person. I like chili, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get a soup. Fair enough. I love a soup, just not this soup. It's not this soup. They also have coconut chicken curry, which could be good today. Shrimp, which could be good today. Kind of like a shrimp stir fry. And then a lemongrass steak. We had steak yesterday, though. I'm feeling okay, Brashley. You felt wrong and you realized you were born. Not even really that I was born in the wrong body. Like, sure, I have just gender dysphoria about my body, but I'd have much less of it if I was able to transition sooner. And some trans people don't have dysphoria around their body. So I think the idea of being born in the wrong body is like well-intentioned, but it's not necessarily accurate. My mom goes out of her way to be kind to trans people. Nephew's trans, but she feels weird with they. Okay. What is her reasoning with feeling weird about they, them pronouns? You think the curry? Thank you, Mo. Chicken satay and then the shrimp stir fry. Well, I mean, you could talk about, bottom surgery where you're significantly rearranging things to the point where, like, I need an OBGYN. Okay. I would love the chicken satay to start.
Okay.
I'm between the curry and something else. I've not done the superstar fried rice. I've not done the garlic noodles.
Garlic noodles are amazing.
Yeah?
Super delicious, yeah.
Is there protein on them? Maybe like
There's not, but you can add chicken, shrimp, or tofu if you want it.
What do you think would go best with those?
With the garlic noodles, I think chicken goes the best with it.
We'll do chicken.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Although
Could I have
you are doing the chicken satay,
Yeah.
so maybe
Oh.
if you wanted, you could do shrimp with it. With the noodles.
If you think chicken goes best, we'll do chicken.
Do the chicken?
Okay, fine.
Okay, cool.
Thank
Awesome.
So, like, yeah, like, sure, well, I always have XY chromosomes, but that doesn't make me any less of a girl. Girls can have XY chromosomes. Have you been able to get a time on when I'll have bottom surgery? Not yet. Hopefully by the end of the year. They, them can get confusing, just my personal thoughts. Sure. Well, let's talk about they, them pronouns now that we've ordered, all right? So, has anyone here played the game Guess Who? Does anyone play? So we'll ask Jill and Brittany and April, or anyone who's confused about they, them. Yes or no, have you played the game Guess Who? Perfect. All right, Savannah, we'll come back to you as soon as I'm done with this. Okay, you played Guess Who. Perfect. This is, by the way, what I'm saying right now, Jill, is what you'll want to say to your mom, I think you're talking about. Okay. When you play Guess Who, you have this board, and you have all these faces, right? And you have to guess which faces that your opponent has the card of, right? It's like very diverse, well, relatively diverse group of people, at least when I was growing up, mostly white people. Anyways, the point is you say, yeah, I think it did, Annika. I'll read it very soon, I promise. Thank you. You might say something like, do they have red hair? Oh, no. Yeah, they don't have red hair. Okay, so then you flip down all the people with red hair. Do they have green eyes? Yes, they have green eyes. Oh, that's helpful. You flip all the people that don't have green eyes, right? And you keep going until you narrow it down to the person. That's how you play Guess Who. But notice how I ask that question. Right? I say, do they have red hair? Do they have red hair? Now you would say they, because you don't know the gender, or the pronouns, I should say, of the person, right? It could be an old man, it could be a young woman, right? So you default to they. Do they have, right? And like, let's say that you're introduced to someone new, and they say, my partner did this, my partner did that, right? My partner and I went out to dinner. Now you, if you want to ask a follow-up question about it, you could say like, was your partner, I don't know, what restaurant did you and your partner go to? You don't know their gender, right? So you could be like, did they like the food they ate, right? Did you like the food? Did they like the food? Did they pay for the bill, right? Because you don't know their gender. Or I guess more importantly, it's not even so much about, I mean, you don't know their pronouns, right? So we use they, them pronouns all the time. So Jill, you could, if your mom is out at the store, you say, you could ask someone, hey, could you call mom really quick and ask them to bring back some milk? Yeah, just ask them to bring me back some milk, right? We use they, them pronouns. We just don't think about it. So what about someone who only wants to use they, them pronouns because they don't like he and they don't like she? It's not that much different than what we normally do. You're just like kind of omitting these two pronouns. Does that make sense? It's the they, them of, oh, it's the them of it. So like, let's say that you're, I'm trying to give you a good example of when them comes in. So let's say that I'm sitting at the table with Liz, and Liz is telling me about someone they went on a date with. Maybe they want, maybe Liz is like trying to figure out what this person's intentions are, and I'm giving Liz advice. So like, well, have you asked them what their goals are yet? Like, what are their goals? Maybe you should just ask them when they want to go on the next date, right? Like, you might say that even if they use he, him, or they, them, or she, her, right? Does that make sense? It's you're just not calling them he and you're not calling them she, and just using they instead. Am I giving good examples? Just ask them what they're, ask them what kind of food they like. You could say, ask him what kind of food he likes, or you could say, ask them what kind of food they like. It rolls off the tongue. Like, you couldn't say, like, if you said to your mom, like, or about your mom, could you ask them to bring me back some milk? No one would say, what do you mean them? Don't you mean her? Like, we use they, them forever, all the time. People who have they, them pronouns, though, only want that. That's it. I think I overthink. Yeah, it's okay to overthink. That's what I'm here for. For example, when going to the store, you say, they gave me the receipt. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Allure, for subscribing. We're 33 away from a Taco Bell stream. Okay, got it. We got a couple more gifts that came through. And then, Savannah, are you still there? What do you mean T-O, Tiny? My ex's siblings are they, he, and I get confused that they're non-binary. That means you can just use they or he. You don't have to think too hard about it. You can ask if they prefer they, them pronouns. They prefer they over he. But if they're they, he, or they, she, or he, they, she, they, that just means you can use both. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Katisha? I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's okay. That's what I'm here for. Like when you're when you're talking to them. When you're talking to them. I was talking to them about blah, blah, blah. I'm in Alabama. Don't run into this a lot. All good. Hello, Blake. Okay. We got a gift from Annika. Hello, Annika. Annika sent $10. Thank you so much, friend. And they said, advice on helping my boyfriend's transitional surgeries. Okay. So it sounds like, Annika, you're dating a trans man? Am I correct? All good, Liz. That your boyfriend is a trans man, so they're female to male. Just triple check. Okay. Boyfriend was trans female to male. You didn't know until the first night. Now I'm helping him transition. Cool. How far along is he in his transition? So, hormones. We didn't get an OPA for the sub. What sub? Did I miss a sub? Can we gift subs? Absolutely. I think I OPA'd Allure, but cheers, OPA. Thank you, Allure. 2 years in T for almost a year. Oh, Emily, I missed it. Cheers. Hello, Emily. OPA. It didn't show me. I missed it, though. Waiting for consultation on top surgery. Great. Well, it sounds like y'all are on your way. If you have any specific questions, I'm happy to answer. But also, I'm not an expert on trans man stuff. I'm an expert on trans femme stuff, trans woman stuff, but not trans men. Don't see the option to gift. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It should be there. Anyways, good luck. Keep us posted. I know bottom surgery for trans men is way more complicated and often can be like multiple surgeries. So that's a lot. Okay, so Savannah. Savannah still was struggling with body parts versus gender, right? So Savannah, do you agree that both men, that a woman can have a P or a V? Does that 100% sit with you well? That Women can have P's and women can have V's. I know body parts don't define gender. It's a miscommunication. What's a miscommunication? Wanted to know how to help him hormones, mood throughout the surgery process. I mean, at the end of the day, just be there for him as you would any other partner, like any other surgery. I don't know if there's any special advice. Is he in therapy? Therapy is very helpful as you transition, because transitioning is a lot. If he's not in therapy, I would recommend it highly, because it can be tough out there. Everyone needs therapy, especially people who are going through such a big change like that. He is in therapy, knew he was trans since he was 5. Incredible. Thank you, Disney Mom, for subscribing. And thank you, Lover Gal. We are now 32 away from the Taco Bell stream. We're getting there, y'all. Okay. Okay. So wait, are we, Savannah, is there any, what's the miscommunication then? I'm not sure if I understand. Allie gifted that. Oh, Allie gifted it. Got it. Thank you, Allie, for gifting that. I appreciate you. Cheers. I know gender can change. Well, usually it doesn't. Like, my gender has never changed. I didn't know blank could change even when you're trans. I think you're flipping the two, right? Like, if I never I'll always have XY chromosomes, but that's okay. That doesn't make me any less of a woman. Plenty of trans people don't get bottom surgery. They're still, right? You understand? Like gender is usually pretty set. Is being trans considered a mental disorder? Gender dysphoria is a condition that is cured by transitioning. So no, being trans is not a disorder. Gender dysphoria is a symptom, and you can cure it by transitioning. If someone who is non-binary says pronouns are they, she, does that mean the preferred one is they? Sometimes. You can just ask. Yeah, it's definitely not Hosier. Thank you, person of persons, for subscribing, Opa. I have more questions on... ask away, Annika. I'll tell you if I'm not comfortable or don't have the resources to answer it. Gender is a feeling... Yes, exactly, Maddie. That's it. That's correct. There's, like... Gender, like, it's not like my gender has ever changed. I didn't change genders. I realized what I'd been all along. So there's, I think maybe that's where you're getting hung up, is that you're changing a gender. There's no changing happening. Yeah, I've always been a girl, regardless of my body parts. Body parts really don't factor into it at all. Thank you, Allie. Appreciate you. We also got a gift from... Oh, this is sweet. I'm not sure if I am allowed to say this person's allowed. If this person wants me to say their name. Their name starts with a K. I'm understanding a lot more now. I'll message you on Insta. Okay. Honestly, it'd be easier if you message me here. I prefer it. Gotcha, Tiny. This one's from K. I'll get to you in a bit, Hosher. They sent 3 yellow heart emojis. Thank you, K. And sent $10. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I know, really. Okay, then I can't. I got that. It was Kimberly. Kimberly sent $10. Thank you, friend, for keeping the lights on. The lights, they take electricity. The gas goes in the tank. The stream needs gas in the tank, and y'all supporting the stream keeps it alive. If we were PBS, I would say this stream is brought to you by viewers like you, viewers like Kimberly. So thank you, my friend. Mwah. Give us the update, Ginger, please. Love you, friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, thank you to... Wow, this is very nice. Emily sent $20. Thank you, Emily. And said, thank you so much for answering with so much grace. Well, thank you. I wonder what Ginger says. It's over. He was married. I'm over it. Oh, no. Oh, no. You didn't know? Oh. How long were you with him before you realized? It's not good. Thank you, Emily. That's really kind. Look, I like answering these questions, and I appreciate y'all asking them because here's the thing: if you ask the question, you're never going to be the only person wondering, right? If you feel like you're the only person who's like, I don't know about they them pronouns or what's the deal with gender versus body parts or whatever it is, like, I promise you're not the only person wondering. So many people don't know, and that's okay. And that's a big reason of why I do this, so that people know, and also so that people understand that there's like very solid and easy to understand answers out there, and that we're not like crazy. We're not unwell. We're normal people that like to eat good food, and we're happy to answer your questions. So thank you, Emily, for putting gas in the tank. Appreciate you. 2 weeks they were with and investigated, found everything out. Okay, only 2 weeks. That's not bad. Thank you so much for appreciate it. Okay, Hoser, what was the 3 questions ago? It's rough out there with men. I can only imagine. He had red flags and I ignored them. Hey, been there, girl. Been there. Hi, Alyssa. This is actually the very beginning. Thank you, Emily. Appreciate you. You went on his Facebook. Were you added him on Facebook? Was his wife there? Was his wife like, did you say anything? All right, this is chicken satay, okay? So it's a chicken skewer with peanut butter sauce, like a spicy peanut butter sauce and some pickles. What does it mean, though, to be a girl? I have trans friends and have always wondered that. Good question, Hosier. What does it mean to feel like a girl? Hosier, can I ask you, how do you, before I answer that, how do you identify? Do you identify as a girl? Do you identify as a boy? Well, what do you, man, woman, like how do you identify? Because whatever it is, okay, Hosier is a girl. Got it. So I like if I were to ask you that question, like how does it feel to be a girl, or what does it mean to feel like a girl? Would you be able to give me a good answer, or is the answer I just know, right? I just know I'm a girl because I'm not a boy, right? There's no like, well, when I wake up in the morning, I feel like X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, you just know. There's no like easy answer to that question. I don't have any like special information that you don't have, other than I'm just a girl. That's it. Does that make sense? There's no like, right? Hello, powder. I just know who I am. And especially because I was expected to be a boy, I knew I wasn't a boy. How did you know you're not a boy? Because I knew. I'm a girl and I feel feminine. Sure. Yeah, great. You just know. You just know. You just know. I'm very nervous about this white shirt. I'm very nervous. I think it might have gotten filtered, Annika. You want to try and ask it in a slightly different way? We also got another very sweet gift. Well, before I read that one, someone sent $1 asking, what are you? And the answer is simple. It's one word. It starts with an H, ends with ot. Hot. What am I? I'm hot. Tuck it into my top. I don't know if I'm willing to make that fashion sacrifice. And this is a very generous gift from, I think I can say their name, Samantha. Thank you, Samantha. Samantha sent $25. That's really generous. Thank you, Samantha. And said, don't let anyone dim your sparkle. With a sparkle emoji. You sent a sparkle emoji, so if there ever was a dimness, it's less dim now because of the sparkle emoji. Thank you. Y'all are being so nice today. So generous with those gifts. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are making today really nice. It makes like I don't know. It's like financially it's great to be able to support myself, but really just like having y'all support. It's like an emotional support as well. It really does like feel like, oh wow. Y'all care about this stream, care about me, care about other lovelies. Thank you. Appreciate you. And thank you, Candy, for subscribing. Opa. Yeah, it didn't go through, Annika. Is there a mod that could be messaged? Anyways, yes, that's a very generous. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you. $25. Y'all, I think we're at a point where we're really getting into. Yeah, thank you. Okay, yes. You can message user52 and they might be able to get it to me or Liz. Someone says how much was donated to the Trevor project? $150. I still need to post the receipt, but I will. I worry about my child knowing my boyfriend isn't his. What is a real father, though? Right? Okay, so you're dating a trans man, and if you're going to become pregnant, it obviously won't be by your boyfriend. I mean, I think that just because you are biologically related to someone as a father doesn't make you a father. At least not technically. Like if someone, like think about someone who just like deserts their kids when they're born and they're never a part of their life. You wouldn't call that person a dad. That person is a DNA donor. But then an adopted father, someone like a stepfather, how many people do you know who had a stepfather their entire life that really was just their dad, right? Like your boyfriend will be the real father of your kid. Will they be biologically related? No, but that doesn't mean they're not the real father. In the words of Mari, you are the father. Father is someone who loves and cares for the child. My stepdad is my dad. My real dad is not, right? Yeah. Trans men are real fathers, correct. Anyways, thank you, Samantha. Let's try this chicken satay. I'll give you a close-up here. My stepdad is my dad since I was 10. Love him to the moon, even more now that we lost mom. Here we go, y'all. I know, Tiny, but we get into the idea of like, what is a real dad, right? Brittany will have a bite. This is the app, Deja. That's really flavorful. Some of the most flavorful satay that I've ever had. Truly. What kind of sauce? It's like kind of like a spicy peanut sauce. It's very good. Very good. Wow. That might deserve an Owen Wilson wow. Mm. Yes, my dad is very supportive. My dad is great. Mm. So savory. Like really, like every inch of this chicken is packed with flavor. It's on the verge of being too salty, but it's not. Like if it was one hair saltier, it would be like I would ding it, but it's not necessary. It's very good. Mm. Yes, it's like a relish. The sauce is spicy peanut. I do not want children. Kimchi. Okay, Annika said, I worry about the judgment from outsiders. Can I ask Annika, do you feel judgment from outsiders, kids aside, do you feel judgment from outsiders for dating your boyfriend now, like today? Yeah, kind of like that. Thanks, Mama. Like teriyaki chicken with peanut. Kind of, yeah. It's called chicken satay. Satay. Very common in like Thai restaurants. Wow, this is probably the best chicken satay I've ever had, and I've had a lot of chicken satay. I mean, at the end of the day, people judge you for everything. Your dating preferences, even if you're not dating a trans person, like how many people have you judged their partner? Like, really? You're dating him? If you love your boyfriend, you'll love your boyfriend. Thank you so much. And that's that. There's no, like, it's natural to feel self-conscious, maybe about what people are thinking, but if you love your boyfriend truly, That shouldn't matter. At least not enough to make you reconsider anything. Like, we're human. We care what people think, but your love for your boyfriend needs to be stronger than that. I worry too much about what other people think. I've never dated anyone in the community, only cis people. Fair enough. But, you know, if you really love your boyfriend, then it it really can't be an issue. Like, if you make it into, if it is really an issue for you, then that's not his problem. It's ultimately your problem. And it's something that maybe, honestly, and I say this as someone who's in therapy, therapy could be helpful. Because it sounds like it's a bigger issue than just your boyfriend, just being a people pleaser. It's tough. They may judge for a minute, then they're judging someone else. Yeah. They're going to judge you if your boyfriend was cis. I said thank you to Super Eats, I think. Opa. 29 away from Taco Bell. Well, I'm glad you're with him, and you know, I hope that you're able to get past the whole what people think. A lot of trans people are fighting that battle. Glad to hear that, Tiny. I'm glad to hear that, Annika. Glad you love your boyfriend. Lily, I believe I know my true identity, but I don't know how to tell my parents. They are old school. Gotcha. Can I ask, if you were to come out to your parents, would you lose a roof over your head? Would you lose food on the table? I think would you be safe? I think knowing a trans person is realizing we are more alike than different. True. Yeah, Taco Bell stream at 800 subs. We're getting there. If you reach the subs today, when will you do the Taco Bell stream? Whenever the next stream is. So if we hit 800 today, Taco Bell on Thursday. Super Eats, if that's the case, you have to wait. And I'm so sorry to tell you that. Your safety comes first. It comes first. Wait till you're in a place where you wouldn't lose a roof over your head. Find people in your life who you can trust, who you know you can trust, and be yourself around them. But you have to protect a roof over your head and food on your table before anything else. And know you're not alone. You know, if you have a place to go, that's a different situation. But yeah, Butterfly, thank you for subscribing. Sure, Maddie. Yeah, and like ideally, that's how it would work. But I would leave it to the judgment of the person if something like that could actually happen. It depends a lot on like where you live, right? Because there are conservative parts of the states who, you know, more people than not have awful, outdated views on trans people. It's going to be okay. You are going to lead a wonderful and fabulous life. You just got to wait a little bit. You will get there. You are not the only person going through this. There are so many trans kids out there who are feeling the same fear, maybe even the same hopelessness. But to them, I say, our time is coming. It's going to get better. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. That's my whole job. I'm out here fighting so that hopefully in a few years, maybe a little more, kids like you won't have that problem. Thank you, Lainey, for subscribing. Opa. Annoying is an understatement, Super Eats. It's sad and quite depressing. But us trans adults are out here fighting for you. Know that. Even though it's a really hard fight. And I hope it's a fight that you don't have to fight in the same way. At least eventually. Is San Francisco safe? Yeah, it's safe. It's got its problems, but it's a wonderful place to visit. I've been a watcher for a long time. My sister is trans and you've helped me understand her. I'm so happy to hear that, Lainey. That's so wonderful. Good for you, Grandma. I'm glad. Is San Francisco LGBTQ friendly? Yes, very much so. Of course, Lainey. Thank you. Y'all, we got garlic noodles. Look at these with chicken. Burmese lo mein, basically. Look at this. What do you think? Looks so good. Yeah, just be careful, Super Eats. Don't show your hand if you don't think you're going to win. Because the last thing you want, like, the problems that you will encounter if you lose a roof over your head are problems I promise you don't want to run into. You will be safer and overall less traumatized by not coming out right now. Is this the main? This is the main. Is that a whole cucumber? I think so. I think it's pickled. Lightly pickled. Cheers. Pretty good. Could use a little bit more salt, but it's decent. I'm sorry, Katie. I gotta take breaks, you know? It's just that the trans kids can't come out because of fear and hatred. Absolutely. That is absolutely what it is. Depressing is an understatement. Actually, the pickles go really well. It's like super greasy noodles, light, refreshing cucumbers. When I'm not eating out, what's my go-to at-home meal? My go-to at-home meal. I really like dumplings, like frozen dumplings. I'll boil dumplings. I like. I like a veggie burger. I have these little brownies that I really like. Nothing too crazy. Sometimes like a sandwich. Okay, actually, it's pretty good. I will never be a parent, or my kids are scared of. I grew up scared of my dad. Hey, we learn from our parents. I'm glad that you're correcting where your parent was bad at parenting. Where's the chicken? It's in there. I'll show you. It's kind of hard to see. It kind of blends in, but like this is chicken. Kind of see. Am I from San Francisco originally? No. I was actually born in Columbus, Georgia. Yeah, everywhere should be safe. You told me to be that upstairs then. I hear you. Did you miss a lot? Oh, a good amount, but that's okay. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Don't worry. This is actually, the more I eat it, the more wonderful it is. Yeah, Oakland's safe. I mean, if you're trying to visit San Francisco or Oakland, you should. Like, are there rough parts of town? Yeah, but even in the rough parts of town, which I walked through here today, even though it's uncomfortable and there's people living in intense poverty, I don't really feel unsafe. Like, it's not like you're going to get jumped. If you do drive a car in San Francisco, you run the risk of getting your car broken into. But honestly, if you're visiting, you might as well just Uber or Waymo around. These noodles are great, Callie. You were born in Oakland, yeah. Can you explain Castro? The Castro is kind of like the gay center point of San Francisco, specifically for gay men. The gay men and the Castro are like this. Strong garlic flavor. It's pretty strong. Honestly, it's just kind of like a garlicky lo mein. It's delicious. Is it a strong garlic flavor or more savory? I mean, both, yeah. Working tech. Oh, I love the Waymos. They're my favorite. I trust them. They're self-driving cars. You can order an Uber, but it's self-driving. It's wonderful. Have I toned down my ice cream making obsession? A little bit. But I still have it. I still have pints in my freezer that I eat maybe one a week. Thank you, Annika. And thank you, Cece, for subscribing. Opa. Does it need more sauce? I think a little bit more salt. And I think the sauce ratio is good. It was all good. But speaking of ice cream, what we're going to do is once I'm done eating these noodles, we're going to pay the bill, not get dessert, and then we're going to switch to sub only and go get ice cream. We're going to go on a little field trip. So get excited. We're not staying in the same place today. And by the way, oh my God, I'm full. If we're going to save room for ice cream, we must stop here and take the rest home. Mm-hmm. And the ice cream that we're going to go get is maybe my favorite ice cream in the history of ice cream. Do you know what flavor you want? Today I know. At least one. There's a Rice Krispie treat flavored ice cream there. And maybe a Cocoa Puff. They were out of it last time. But if they have it, we'll get a 2 half scoops. What was the app? The app was chicken satay. Very good. Yeah, good proportions. Hello, Kim. This is not sub only. Anyone can watch this. What does Opa mean? It's just like a, yay, thank you for subscribing. No, not gelato. I'll get more creative. It's not gelato, it's ice cream, and it's so good. Thank you, CC, and thank you, Stacy, for subscribing to see the ice cream. We're only 24 away from a Taco Bell. Stroller Nation back again. We will be thinking of Nugget. Yes, we will. Comments are sub only, correct, but anyone can watch. Well, when it's ice cream time, we will switch over so only subs can watch, and that's when we'll do it. That's when we'll get the ice cream. Speaking of, I say we get the check because I want some ice cream. So Taco Bell will have. So we're at 776. I think I saw. When we hit 800, we are doing a sub-only Taco Bell stream. Get excited. Greek used to express joy. Exactly, Christina. Is it the salt? We're going to a salt and straw. There's a bunch of them. Is it the ice cream that's frozen with nitrogen? No, it's just regular ice cream. I don't know about the nitrogen ice cream. I find that to be very gimmicky. Why are Nugget's legs wonky when he walks? He has a displaced disc in his back. So the signals from his brain don't get to his back end super well. So he kind of wobbles. I know, salt and straw is so good. Didn't you? Oh, I love Taco Bell. I'm hungry, but I'm sick right now. I don't know what I want. Soup, maybe? I'm always a big proponent of soup during sickness. The lunch rush is over, so the servers have retreated elsewhere. I love a good soup. I love a chicken noodle soup. I love pho, ramen. If you have access to ramen, that's good. Thank you, Emily, for subscribing. 777. That's cool. 23 away from Taco Bell. Pea soup? Yes, pea soup. I love the green spicy sauce from Taco Time. Oh, you have Taco Time, not Taco Bell? Interesting. Never had Taco Time. Thank you, Maintenance, for subscribing. Hope it's you as well. Thank you very much. Welcome. We got the Taco. I mean, maybe we'll get to Taco Bell. Maybe we'll get to Taco Bell tomorrow or on Thursday. The closest you can get. Interesting. Dylan. Maybe we'll get to Taco Bell. Excuse me. I would love a box for this. And could I also have the check, please? Thank you. Taco Time is up in the Pacific Northwest. It's good. Is it better than Taco Bell? If it's pricier than Taco Bell but better than Taco Bell, I will consider it. But it has to be better. I had what's the other one that's not Del Taco? Del Taco is like a Taco Bell competitor. I think I had it once and do not remember it being particularly good. It definitely won't. Okay, well, if it's pricier but not better, then I'd try it. I try anything food-wise once, usually. I blanked in a Taco Bell once, but I've never eaten there. Wow. You've never had Taco Bell? Really? Is anyone else here who lives in the U.S. or where they have Taco Bell, has anyone not had Taco Bell? Taco John's I've heard of. Never had it? Well, you don't live near. You're exempt, Kathy. You don't live near Taco Bells. Thank you so much. Here's my card. Oh, that's not it. Thank you. Haven't eaten Taco Bell today. Have you had Taco Bell before? You've had Taco Bell in your life, right? Okay.
Yeah, I've had
Do
Taco Bell.
you have a favorite Taco Bell item?
Yeah, actually, well, I'm vegetarian, so
Taco Bell's good for that.
Yeah, I love the spicy potato taco. It's like on their value menu too, so it's like $1.
But do you remember before it was spicy?
It is. Yeah,
There was a while where it was just the crispy potato soft taco.
Oh no, I've only remembered it from being spicy. I also love the cheesy bean and rice burrito from there too. But I swear, every time I have Taco Bell, it ruins my stomach. But it's good.
It's something.
Yeah,
There's something.
It's an experience.
Yeah. Thank you, Ellie, for subscribing. 779 Opa. 21 away from Taco Bell. Potato tacos are good. Del Taco is better than Taco Bell? Wow. A bold statement. Taco Bell is a pregnancy craving. Never heard of potato tacos. It's a tortilla, lettuce. Basically, it's like imagine a taco, but instead of meat, it's French fries. Completely void of nutritional value. Vegetarians unite. Not me, but I'm an ally. Del Taco has great fries. Interesting. Mighty Taco. I've never heard of Mighty Taco. Del Taco's vegetarian tacos. That's good. Cough drop. Wait, did I have a cough drop? I could have sworn I just had one in my hand. Oh, I hear that. I hear that, Kathy. Never give up chicken. Fair enough. All right. Let's play the guessing game. Y'all ready? Thank you, Alyssa, for subscribing. Okay. In over an hour? Oh, thank you. Never had Raising Cane's. Never had the opportunity to. Okay, so we got honey ginger tea, chicken satay, and garlic noodles. Came to a certain amount. I tipped probably 30%, maybe. Maybe a touch under. What is the total, including tip? Cane's is yummy? Okay. Maybe if I have the opportunity. Thank you so much. What are we thinking, y'all? Okay. Occur. Make sure you only guess once, or you will be disqualified. Cane's is mid, says Enzo. Wow. Enzo Mama with the hot takes that Del Taco is better than Taco Bell and that Cane's is mid. Wow. Wow. To that, I say, wow. 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 All right. I see someone who is definitely within $1. Make sure there's no one else. Okay, that person's very close within $1. Okay. Looks like everyone's guessed. All right, here we go. The person who is closest today. Where'd you go? There you are. With the wonderful number 6930. Well done, Megan. Pre-tip, it was six. Oh, they never do the math. I guess pre-tip it was $54.74. And then I tipped $15, bringing it to $69.74. Megan, congratulations. Now, be honest. Did you guess 69 because it's a fun number? Or was that really? Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you. Silent watcher for a while, but happy to join. Now, do you know what you win? Do you know? Do you know what you win? Just type buttons. Got it. Well, I've got news for you, and it's not good. The news is about your prize. You win nothing. Actually, nothing. Nothing. What, you think? What, Megan, you think you could just stroll into this stream? Guess the right number and then win a prize? I'm sorry. What, you expect me to have a prize? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting word that actually I do have a prize. But that's the opposite. I said nothing, not what. I can't just give them the opposite. Okay. Actually, the prize is not nothing, it's everything. And I'll give you both. How about that? Congratulations. What's that? We're going to turn to sub only now and go get ice cream? But what about the people who aren't subbed? They can sub for half of the price of a cup of coffee? Whoa. That is really cheap. And it does help support me and keeps the stream going. And I only get half of that subscription fee, but it still really helps. Wow, interesting. Yeah, I'm talking to the dealer, Chantel. I'm talking to the dealer. Okay. All right, I guess we'll go get ice cream. So I'll just say goodbye to everyone who's not subscribed, and we're going to go get ice cream. Thank you, Fallon, for subscribing. Opa. Once again, I'm going to turn it to subscription only. Thank you, Lucas, for subbing. Cheers. 19. If we get to another 19 subs before the end of the stream, when I come back on Thursday, because I don't stream on Wednesdays, we'll be eating a Taco Bell. So think about that. It'll only be subscribers that will get to watch. Okay. For those of you who are not subbed, I think I can... Oh, how do I do this? No, I don't want to end it. I want to go... How do I do this? Here it is. Sub only live. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'm now switching to sub only. Okay, so now you might be asking, I'm not subscribed. How are we still here? Because I believe everyone gets a 60-second preview before you get kicked. Lily, yes, the bank account thing has been resolved. I guess the 3-day thing ended early because I'm able to access my bank account again. So thank God. That was some BS, though. I'll tell you what. You are a VIP, Chantel. Why don't I stream Wednesdays? To rest. I'm going to film a video tomorrow. There's a lot of like administrative stuff that needs to be done. Thank you, Jana, for subscribing. Opa. Did I complain? Oh, on the phone when I was talking to them. Twitch tomorrow? We'll see. If I do, I'll let you know. Am I going to switch banks? I don't think so. As much as I would love to, the bank is really a good bank, and it's kind of a hard bank to be a part of. Did Helga have any complaints? No complaints. Oh, about the bank? Many complaints. Twitch on Wednesdays? We'll see. I've decided not to do it every Wednesday. I don't want to hold myself to it. I might. We'll see. We'll see. Just subscribe to me there, and you should get a notification if I go live. Who's Helga? Helga is my alternate personality. Thank you, Allure. Are me and Autumn not a fling anymore? That is correct. Autumn ended it this morning. Thank you, Brown Eyed, for subscribing. Cheers. Me too, Alyssa. Alrighty. I think I could probably afford to take y'all off of the charger. So let's do that. What happened with Autumn? I think it was just a little bit too much for her. She needed to not do it, so. Yeah. Someone I went on a date with on Sunday, and 48 hours later decided that was maybe not the right move. It's okay. There's no hard feelings. It's all right. Thank you. Ooh, we got some gifts from Melissa. It only shows me a preview of who gifted. I see Melis. Maybe. We'll see. I don't think Autumn let me on. It's okay. It's fine. It was Ryan? It was Ryan. Well, thank you, Ryan. I don't know why it said Melissa. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Ryan. Opa, gifting 5 subs. Very cool. Cheers. Thank you. 13 to Taco Bell. All right. Shall we go and get some ice cream? Let's do it. How do I come up to my mom as trans? I want to change from Lucas to Lucy. Well, congrats, Lucy. Answer me this. Coming out to your mom, will you be losing a roof over your head or losing access to food or safety if you come out? Like, will you get kicked out or harmed in any way? Because that's what you need to consider first. Ryan really wants to talk about, well, thank you, Ryan. We're getting close. Would I ever date long distance? No. Nope. Unless it was someone who I met in person and there was like temporary long distance. I think she won't approve. Okay, but you didn't answer my question. Do you think if you come out, like, not approving is one thing, but kicking you out of the house, I don't know if you live with your parents or like you're financially dependent on them, Thank you, Jabota, for subscribing. 10 away, y'all. And Lucy is a cute name, I agree. You're just curious. Yeah, no, totally. No, no. She would just disagree. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yeah, go for it. As long as you are safe, you just say, look, Mom, I'm trans. This is my truth. I am still your kid. I love you. I want you in my life. But my name is Lucy. And I ask that you from now on call me Lucy and, whatever pronoun she. Thank you, Poodles and Sassafras, for subscribing. Oh, well. Here's to both of you. Welcome. Only 8 away from Taco Bell. Very cool. My middle name is now Maya. So, yes. Traditionally feminine middle name. I did get a trim. A couple inches taken off. I did. Yeah, keep us posted, Lucy. I hope that it goes well enough. Would you move if the person you're with had to move for work? Potentially, depend on the relationship. New subscriber here. Do you have any thoughts as being raised as male, so having to unpack misogyny? Sure. Um, totally, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's certain things that people who are raised as men are taught, and yeah, you absolutely have to unlearn that kind of thing. I think I've done a pretty good amount of work doing that. Do you ever say what my old name was? Yeah, it was Nicholas or Nick. Would you ever do a different hair color? I mean, this is different. It's kind of like a darker one, but I probably wouldn't bleach my hair. Yeah, and Tiny is correct that it is not appropriate to ask a trans person that, but I know Annika probably knows that. But yeah, it's definitely not appropriate to ask a trans person that question. They can volunteer it if they want, but no. My longest relationship was a couple of years. Thank you, Kimchi. All right, let's go get some ice cream. All right, off we go. Surface should be good between here and the ice cream shop, but let me know if there's any issues, okay? You like mint chocolate chip? I don't know if they have mint chocolate chip. I already kind of know at least one flavor that I want. We'll see. Some people are open to the conversation, some are not. Sure, but as a rule of thumb, I personally, especially because some people are not open to it, just don't ask. And also because it's not like you're going to call them that name. But I know you being someone who has trans loved one in your life, that that question came from a good place. So, and I am open to it. Cookie dough, they have a good cookie dough. Cashews imagining it's pizza. Was it hard dating before transition? Did you have a hard time being vulnerable? Was it hard? Yes. Did I have a hard time being vulnerable? Yes. Absolutely, I did. It was pretty miserable. Temperature here is probably in the low 60s. Oh no, Liz. Oh no. Are they okay? Cookies and cream is good. No, you're good, Annika. You're good. You always listen to my feet. That's so sweet. Oh, I'm sure he'll forgive you. Little Caesar says pretzel pizza. I've never had English toffee. Do I split the bill on a first date or pay? Usually I will opt to split. Yeah. I know my loved one is very open to answer everything. Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's so good that you're really open with answering questions so we can all learn more. Thank you. Yeah, you're good on it. Yeah, thanks, Marissa. It was pretty tasty. Only 8 more subscriptions to Taco Bell. We'll see if we can get there before the end of the stream. Do I like cookies and cream? I do. Yeah, it's not my go-to, but I never say no. Has my type changed post-transition? Like my romantic type? Not really. I think I'm a little bit more. I mean, I date non-binary people now, or I'm open to dating non-binary people, and now that I understand my transness, I date trans people, and whereas I didn't understand before, so probably wouldn't have been consideration. But really overall, my type hasn't changed that much. Okay, good, Liz. Was Autumn trans? Autumn was, yes. Even though it sounded like they had some maybe baggage to unpack about the whole non-binary person being under the trans umbrella, but technically yes. Yes, they were trans. What's my type? Cute femmes. Cute femmes. What's the big deal about Taco Bell? I don't know, it's fun. What's the big deal about Taco Bell? I don't know, it's fun. I like Taco Bell. It's exciting because we always go to small businesses, fancy. We never go to chain restaurants, usually. We've been to the Cheesecake Factory here and there, but I don't know, it's so different. Thank you, Ro and Feline, for subscribing. Opa, to both of you. And it was Trish who gifted the subs. Thank you, Trish. Thank you, Trish. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Oh, it's so sweet. Yes, femmes. Oh, service is jumpy? Okay. All right, hold on. Just give it a second. It should be better especially once we're like sat still. We'll be good. Okay, give it a second. Also, Liz, I'll read your gift very soon. Do you tell people what you do for work when you go on a Tinder date? If it comes up. If it comes up. But I have learned that Autumn did, in fact, I think I mentioned this yesterday. Autumn knew who I was ahead of time. Had seen me on the internet. All right, it's kind of loud around the ice cream shop, so we'll go in, we'll get ice cream, and then we'll go find a quiet place to sit and eat. Wow, they're really doing some construction. Ooh. Social media is my only job, yes. That is. I am a full-time content creator. It's pretty great. Did she give a reason? Yeah, she wanted that she kind of premature. She just moved to the city and needed to focus on her primary partner. Yeah. No, we texted a little bit when she kind of broke it off, and that's fine. Is it warm out? Not really. It's kind of chilly, actually. Hi there. Okay. Oh no, are you out of the Rice Krispie?
Yeah.
No. Oh,
We've been out for like a few days now.
that is so sad. It's my favorite ice cream ever. Okay. Can I ask what the next flavor series is?
I don't remember them off the top of my head, but it's still like the upcycled series.
Oh no, not the upcycle. It's the worst one. Mashed potato. Get out of here with mashed potato ice cream. What, are you going to give me Rice Krispie treats one day and mashed potatoes the next? I'm not coming to Salt and Straw.
These are flavors for March. We still have the bunch of golden rainbows and the rest is sold out.
I really dislike Lucky Charms. I don't like them.
Me
I'll
too.
try. Can I try it?
Yeah.
Okay. I really don't like
I've
them.
never ate a bowl of Lucky Charms in my life, but I think it's pretty good.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Did you? I learned yesterday that it's bergamot flavored, like what Earl Grey tea.
Oh. Lucky Charms?
It's actually really good.
See?
What the heck?
It's so good.
Fine.
I ordered like 6 scoops of it, so it's going down pretty quick.
All right. I'll do a waffle cone, please.
Okay.
Oh, what's the chocolate almond gold bar?
Yeah, do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'd love to try it. Thank you.
It's kind of like a Snickers bar.
It's a Snickers bar?
It's similar, very similar.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yes, I've ever had Snickers, but I'm allergic. You're allergic? I'm allergic to all nuts. Oh, I get high when I scoop here.
Okay. So, a waffle cone, please.
Alright.
With one of those, please.
Okay.
Do that on the bottom, and then we'll do the. I mean, I can't believe it. Do the Lucky Charms on top.
Alright. And then do you want like 2 full scoops?
I don't think my stomach could handle it.
Alright. So
I take somewhere in the middle where it's like not quite, but half scoops is fine.
Perfect.
Thank you. Hello, Cassie. They do not have my favorite, which is why I came here. Nor my second favorite. But we have plenty of good ice cream left. So we've got a Lucky Charms ice cream and a Snickers ice cream. No, it cannot really, Kiki. I'll answer that question in a minute. They're out of both. Out of both. Job before content creator was working in the tech industry. I'm going to set y'all up over here, okay? While I go and pay for it. So if anyone steals my phone, you have to take a screenshot, okay? Take a screenshot. My purse is also right here, okay? All right, I know you can still hear me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. I
Appreciate
like
it.
the nails.
Thank you. I got them done right next door.
Oh, I was thinking of going there.
Yeah, they're really nice. They have a heated nail bar. You put your arms down,
How
and then
much
it's
was
like
it?
50.
Oh.
Normal.
I've never got my nails done before.
Oh, it's great. Highly recommend.
Alright. Well, maybe I'll try it out. Alright, and then you can tap me whenever you're ready.
You. And they're kind of bougie, even though they're not like that much more expensive, or even expensive at all,
Yeah,
compared to other nail
it's
places.
expensive, but 50's not bad.
They give you like an aromatherapy thing at the end too. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. How do I feel about mustard ice cream? Never had it. Not interested. I got a cone. I got a waffle cone. So on top, 4 more subs till Taco Bell. I'm so sorry that I missed anyone who subscribed. Also, we got a gift from the one and only Liz. We love Liz. Who sent a $10 gift. Desserts on me. This is what I'm remembering. My watch is still updating. I'm not seeing it there yet, but throw some gas tank emojis up for Liz, who made this dessert possible. Thank you, my friend. I love you. You're a sweetie. Yep. That's Liz's face. Thank you, friend. You're still there, right? This one is in honor of your dog's K-pops. Jeez. Do you think Autumn didn't like your opinion on non-binary identity? No, I don't think so. That was, or I don't think that was an issue. That wasn't it. Unless they're lying, which I don't think. You deserve a treat. Thank you, Liz. You got me this treat. This is your treat to me. Thank you. Cheers. So, once again, top is Lucky Charms, bottom is Snickers. Why is it that I dislike Lucky Charms but love Lucky Charms ice cream? I need to get them t-shirts. I do. The ones you sent me, yeah. For some reason, I thought you only date cisgender women. No, I date trans women too. Or non-binary people. As long as they lean femme. It's really good. That's really good. I don't know why I don't like Lucky Charms. The thing that I don't like about Lucky Charms is not present here. Whatever it is, they've distilled the best part of Lucky Charms. Where did I get my sweater? Amazon. Wow, I'm impressed. I work in a group home, and you're convincing me to take my clients to get ice cream? Do it. You should. The dry chalky marshmallow, that might be it. I don't like that. I like the cereal, but not the marshmallows. Sure. Yeah, it's the marshmallows I think that I don't like. Or fun fact, in the cereal industry, and yes, it is not a fan of ice cream. It's okay, Tiny. I won't cancel you yet. But in the cereal industry, amongst cereal connoisseurs, the technical term actually, quiz the audience. Does anyone know the technical term for a marshmallow in a cereal? Not just for Lucky Charms, but any marshmallow in a cereal. What is the generic word that they use? It's not marshmallow. I will be seriously impressed if anyone gets it without Googling. I adore soft serves. Ooh, sounds good. Marshmallow and cereal, nope. Mellows, nope. It's a Marbit. M-A-R-B-I-T. I think that's how it's spelled. Marbit. Is being a lesbian relating to the downstairs identity? Nope. It's just downstairs identity, or downstairs does not determine your gender identity. So gender identity, mine is woman, and I'm interested exclusively in femmes and women, which makes me a lesbian. I know, isn't that fun? Whole bag of marshmallows just to throw it out, maybe. Freeze-dried mustiness, exactly. No, it's called a Marbit. Marbits, yeah. That's the word. So there's ever like a marshmallow in a cereal, and you want to flex on someone, be like, did you know they actually call those Marbits? Kind of like I'm short for marshmallow and bits, exactly. Marbit is a great cat name. My parents called me a lesbian for being with my trans boyfriend. Your parents are wrong. And also, I don't like them. Thank you, Ashley. I love Lucky Charms, and I pick the marshmallows out and eat them by themselves. Good for you, Emily. We'd work well together because then I'd just be able to eat the cereal. My cat's called Mia, her middle name. Close. Mine's Maya. But Mia is still a very good name. They love him now. Don't get me wrong. They just didn't accept it at first. Okay. All right, fine. They sell a bag of just the marshmallows. Yeah, ew. I'd buy them just to throw them out. Oh, okay. Do you want to re-ask it? It's very good. It's very good. I'm still sad they don't have the Rice Krispie treats, but I hated them for it too. But now they love him like they're. Oh, okay, good. I guess that's what matters. Lily Cantino saying we would go well together just made my day. I mean, yin and yang takes all kinds. Waffle cones are the best. This is salt and straw ice cream. All my animals are named after NCIS, the TV show. So wait, what's your dog's name again? You don't like the marshmallows at all. I like the cereal parts, yeah. I don't like, the thing is, the cereal's fine, but like, if you're just talking about the non-marshmallow parts of Lucky Charms by itself, it's just like basically Cheerios. And like, I'd rather have Cheerios than that. I don't even like Cheerios that much. Bluebell vanilla ice cream topped with fruity pebbles? No, not interested. I really don't like fruity pebbles. I don't like much of any fruity cereals. I don't like fruity pebbles, fruity Fruit Loops. I don't like. They're the best. I love them in any cereal. Is the cone too crunchy since your mouth is doing that? Yeah, the crunch I can deal with now. You should go get ice cream. Grape nuts. Grape nuts are for people who like pain. Unless you're soaking your grape nuts for like 30 minutes, when they can finally not be like rocks. A mix of textures, okay. Cookie Crisp, sure. Peanut Butter Crunch, sure. Waffle cones are very much made in house. You can see them over to the side getting made, so it always smells like waffle cone in here. Honey Smacks, okay. Yeah, grape nuts are like rocks, very small rocks. Frosted shredded wheat, okay. Since you're a lesbian, do you go for women based on how they present them, or go for a woman with a V? The former. How, like, their presentation. I don't care about parts. I like waffle cone. You know, crunch texture, same. No. Does it matter? Parts don't matter. No. But I'll put it to you this way. I'm interested in a trans woman with a P. I'm not interested in a cis woman who's masculine, like a butch lesbian. I'd way more go. I'd go 10 times out of 10 for the femme trans woman over the butch cis woman. Does that answer your question? Tonight dough is very good. Blueberries and maple syrup. Maybe. Two dogs, Gibbs and Ziva. Nice, I'm happy. Cute. I want a cookie, but we're out. I'm so sorry. If parts don't matter, how would you not be pan? I don't understand. Parts don't matter, it's true, but gender presentation matters, right? Pan people, gender doesn't matter. It's not a factor, right? It doesn't matter if someone is butch or femme. They might be interested. But for me, I'm not interested in butch people. That immediately means I'm not pan. Lipstick lesbian, perhaps. I have been known to be more high femme. I'm attracted to all women, but being a lesbian for such a long time, I wouldn't know what to do. Well, having been with people with those parts, I feel you. Yeah, with a P. There you go. And something new. There you go, kimchi. Parts don't matter, but presentation does. Correct. Do you have a celebrity crush? Not really. You love a beautiful woman, someone who takes care of themselves? Sure, but there are plenty of butch women who are beautiful women that take care of themselves, but I'm just not interested in them. For pan people, parts don't matter and presentation doesn't matter. Neither matters. It's all about what's on the inside. Now we're into the Snickers. Have I been with both pre- and post-op trans people? Yes. Makes more sense. Good. Hello, Gen X. My ex-girlfriend was a heart problem. Everyone stared at her, so I got jealous. Learning with Lily. Wait, Lainey, what was the first half of your question? I think the first half. Oh, is it about physical attributes, clothes, etc.? It's not about physical attributes. Um, it's about like how you present your gender. Yeah, like it can be vibe, it can be clothes, it can be attitude, it can be a bunch of different stuff. Like it's one of those things that's hard to describe, but you know it when you see it, right? Like you see like someone with short hair, tank top at a lesbian bar, like yeah, butch, okay. You see someone with like big long dress, long hair, makeup, lipstick, like okay, high femme, got it. And there's everything in between, and yeah. Do you usually approach a potential date first for them to approach you? I'm open to either. I don't have a preference. I find myself being pretty forward, but that's kind of who I am. What kind of ice cream? Right now is the Snickers ice cream. What makes bi different than pan? Bi is you're attracted to two or more genders. Pan is you're attracted to people regardless of gender. So a lot of people identify as both. Or either, because they kind of like in practice often mean the same thing. But like theoretically they're not. It's how you vibe and attracted to that person. Yeah, and like presentation absolutely has something to do with it. Like there are some feminine presenting people who have shorter hair, but it's less often that I find myself like super attracted to those people. I like longer hair, but not always. Good night, or bye, April. Have fun making dinner. Yeah, sure, lady. Thank you, Aaliyah. Makes sense. They seem so similar. Wow. Thank you, TikToker. What flavor ice cream? This is Snickers. And before this, the scoop on top was a Lucky Charms ice cream. Yes, you do, Lane. Yes. I am a full-time content creator. Yep. I call myself either bi or pan because to me, it's more the person than their parts. Perfect. Yeah. Totally valid. Thank you, Mo. This is really good. It really leans into the caramel. Like the Snickers caramel is present. One of those things where like I wasn't planning on trying something new, but I did. And I'm not mad at it. If you ask my father, I'm just desperate and biased. Well, sounds like I probably wouldn't like to meet your father. What are you confused about, Mo? Cake batter ice cream is so good. It is very good. Why didn't I have dessert at the restaurant? Because I wanted this ice cream. One of the reasons I went to that restaurant is because I knew this ice cream was nearby. Is this ice cream place expensive? Yes. It was like $8 for this ice cream cone. Does the amount of hate online impact you? Absolutely. No. I try my best to ignore it, but there's only so much anyone can do in the face of that much nastiness. Okay, I'm a little worried about these noodles leaking. I'm going to take them out. Yes. It says you're level 3. Okay. Make sure it didn't leak. I think we're good. Yes, Liz paid for this. No, it's expensive, yeah. Oh, thank you. Down to earth. I hope that I could also be rich and down to earth if that ever happens. Fingers crossed. What does level 3 mean? I'm assuming it has to do with gift giving. TikTok likes to give you levels based on giving. There's this whole like thing about your level blah blah blah. You're this. Your team is level that. Like I just don't pay attention. I could filter comments so they don't say rude stuff. I could, but the reason I don't is because I want onlookers to see how nasty it is. That's important. Erasing it doesn't do much good because it's not like it changes anyone's minds. And we want to have all of the nastiness on display so that people can understand what's happening. Not just to me, but to all trans people. Your ice cream bowl was $18? That's a lot. You feel like you get more hate than positivity? Depends on the day, depends on the platform. Heck yeah, Leah. 3 flavors. Okay, that makes sense. I'm convinced you're one of the few influencers who could be rich and down to earth. Thank you, Laney. I sure hope so. Any good April Fool's jokes? Having my 48-hour-long situationship cut off thing. I'm sorry, that was maybe a bad joke. Not really. No good April Fool's jokes. Maybe it's just my algorithm, but I feel like you're the only streamer that isn't just asking for gifts. Thank you, Maddie. I see those streams too, and I find them kind of, I can't watch them for long. Oh no, what? Cut it off? Cut what off? Can you still hear me? Wait, can y'all hear me? Thank you, TikToker. Can y'all hear me? Oh, Autumn. Yes, she did. Got it. Okay, sorry. One of those moments where literally I forgot that you asked a question, I answered it, and then immediately my memory just like wiped. And you said, oh no, and I was like, oh no, what? Can y'all not hear me? Like, no, well, your memory went away. That's what you get for gardening for 10 years straight. That's what happens. It's been 5 since, but lingers. Also ADHD. What happened? Autumn decided to bail. It's okay. No hard feelings. Focusing on getting their life together. Thank you. Thank you, Tiny. Am I going to get bottom surgery? Yes. Would you ever dye your hair another color? Depends on the color. What color are you curious about? I don't think I would bleach my hair. So colors like blonde or neon are pretty much out. Red, sure. Brown, sure. Black, Thank you, Kathy. And supposedly this month. How's the dating scene? Hey, I'd like to meet more people, but it's okay. I think a darker color, yeah. I need to get more lesbian friends so I can have me up. Thank you, Liz. Do not bleach. Yeah, I don't think I will. No hard feelings. Me be reconnected was meant to happen in the future. Sure. That's what happened with Emily. Y'all remember Emily from last year? Yeah. We dated. We went on like 2 dates and then cut it off for like 7 months, and then she messaged me randomly. And we were together for like 6 or 7 months. Get my lashes done. I don't know. I feel like I hate fake lashes. I do not have a perm. This is my real hair. It is my real hair. Emily's someone I dated last year. We broke up eventually, but we were together for a while. What happened with her? Just I think long-term goals were very different. By looking at your hair now, bleaching it would ruin it. I tend to agree. So, no need. Would I ever want to get married? Yeah, sure. It's not like a requirement, like something that's on my must-have done by whenever. But if it's the right person and we both want to do it, then sure. Yeah, Liz. So I've heard. I have straightened my hair. There are pictures. You can go on my timeline and find them. Mine, Bumble. I'm on pretty much all the dating apps. Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, Field. All of them. We need a sticker that says, I tend to agree. I think so. I tend to agree. We need that sticker. All right. Y'all want to go on a little walk with me before we wrap things up? I'm going to go on a little walk. Thank you, Kathy. I shaved my head 2 summers ago because I ruined it dyeing it. Ooh. You must have a lot of hair right now, though. Just shave your head. Yeah, I would not want to do that. Not going to risk it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. 4 more subscribers. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then maybe that means hopefully we'll hit it by Friday. Then. Like if we come back on Thursday and then we get those last subscribers, then there you have it. Okay. I think it'd probably be easier to end it here because I can like put all my stuff back in my bag without not like out and about. I had a panic attack after, but my hair is completely normal now. Glad to hear it. Wait, the print. On my, you like? Oh yeah, the print inside. It is very cute. Yeah. Thank you. This is my go-to bag. It doesn't match a lot of my outfits, but I like it. Okay, cool. So, good night, Samantha. Today is Tuesday. I don't stream on Wednesdays. Why don't I stream on Wednesdays? Because I have other stuff that needs to get done that is not streaming. Like tomorrow, I'm going to film a video and edit the video. And I'm curious. Before I go, how long, on average, do you think it is to plan, film, edit, and post a video? Like any of my videos on average. How long do you think to plan it, film it, and edit it and post it? Yeah, give me hours. 2 days. Give me hours, because 2 days you could like work on it all day. Like how many continuous hours? 12, 4, 5, Brittany. Y'all are in the ballpark. I would say, all things considered, maybe like 8 hours. Some videos I've gone into like 20 plus. Some videos, like the one about my bank, I filmed it in 20 minutes, but I filmed it and like edited it in 20 minutes because it was just like right off the cuff. But tomorrow the video is a little bit more intense in terms of like requirements for filming. So it'll probably be like 8 hours, all things considered. Whoa. Wow. Emily. Way to come through, Emily. Thank you. Emily just gifted 4 subscriptions, which brings us to 800 subscribers. Throw some gas things out for Emily. Huge. Wow. Thank you, Emily. Very cool. Appreciate it, friend. Look at us. All right, so now not only are we going to talk about on Thursday, we need to decide right now what 900 is. What do you think? What's the 900 goal? Do we want to go back? Do we want to go back to the dim sum stream? What are y'all excited for? Hot pot? We could do hot pot. What do y'all think? Thank you again, Emily. It's very sweet. A spaghetti place. We could do a really fancy Italian place. Epic steak, but that would have to be dinner time, so it'd be late for you. Sushi train. We could go to the sushi train. A place that you order sushi on like an iPad and it brings it to you on a train. Kind of like that. We do that. That's actually pretty fun. It's a good idea, Kimberly. Early thing. I've seen a lot of, Korean barbecue. I just don't know any Korean barbecue places myself that I know are like stream friendly. Fusion place. You mean Mexican Italian? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, the thing about Epic Steak is that it's a dinner stream, so all the UK people wouldn't be able to go, or unless they stayed up till like 2 in the morning. Okay, so here are our options. Here are the options I like. Sushi train, where you order sushi and it's brought out to you on like a little mini train, and you like take it off the train and then send the train back by pressing the button. Sushi train, very fancy Italian, Korean barbecue. Hi, how are you? I'm seeing a lot of sushi train. I'm seeing one for sushi, or one for Korean barbecue. All right, only a couple for Italian, fancy Italian dress up. Good night, Zombie. All right, we'll do we'll put sushi train aside, and let's do fancy Italian versus, what's the other one? Korean barbecue. Smile for fancy Italian. Frown for Korean barbecue. Smile for fancy Italian. Frown for Korean barbecue. Maybe K, but for 900, why not? Smile for fancy Italian. Frown for Korean barbecue. Looks like fancy Italian is going to take it. Yeah. Okay. So fancy Italian wins. So now we're going to say smile for fancy Italian. Frown for sushi train. Smile for fancy Italian, frown for sushi train. Smile for fancy Italian, frown for sushi train. Okay, looks like sushi train is the move. Looks like sushi train is the move. All right, gonna go ahead and change the goal. Thank you again to Emily for letting us hit at 800. So leave the 800 goal. Make a new one. In all caps, sushi train stream at 900 subs. And I'm gonna make a little train emoji. And a little sushi emoji. And it's gonna be 900 subscribers set. Now, here's another question. Tiny, that's funny. Should I dress up way too fancy? Like way too fancy? For this, like, what if I went in like a ball gown to sushi train? That would be kind of silly. Like ball gown, like full on, like full face, everything for 900. We're showing up. We're gonna be in a ball gown. The closest thing I have to it. A tiara. Oh, I should order a tiara. DM me to order a tiara. Actually, will it be comfortable by then? We'll see. No, I wouldn't be making fun of them. I don't think so. Do it for 1,000. I think we could do it for 900, and then we'll do something even bigger for 1,000. I think I'll be okay, Candy. I think it'll be fun. We'll do it for 900. Okay, cool. So sushi train at 900. Cinderella, yes. Cool. So thank you again for 800. So tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm filming tomorrow, so won't be any stream. Maybe a Twitch stream if I have time. No promises. Probably not, honestly. Thursday, I'll be back. And I will be streaming at Taco Bell, which is going to be great. So get excited for Taco Bell on Thursday. We're going to probably start the stream outside and near Taco Bell, or maybe even inside, and we'll spend some time ordering together, and then we'll get it and eat it all together. So it's wonderful. Mwah. Love you too, Kimberly. Thank you, Hith. Cool. Hi, everyone. I love you. And until... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me triple check I didn't miss any gifts. I always miss a gift. I don't think I did. I think we're good. It's checking for mail. Check, check, check. I don't know why. I always get spam messages from Crate and Barrel. Okay, I think we're good. Anyways, I love y'all. Thank you again. And stay lovely.